Hello, YouTubers. This is me coming to you today, and I'll be talking about This is Life. And This is Life is just me discussing different journeys of people, events that I've come across, some of them lessons that I've learned, but mainly it will be a number of series that I'll talk about life and talk about different circumstances that may have happened. So, yeah, this morning I woke up. Well, since yesterday, I had a very rough day yesterday, emotionally as well as mentally. And so I woke up this morning, didn't want to get up from the bed. Um, but for somehow, I pushed myself to get up. And boy, I'm grateful I did because when I get up from the bed and I open the curtain to my window, which I'm sitting down now watching over, I can't help but to see the blue skies. I can't help but to hear the birds singing. I can't help but to see the beautiful things about nature and connect with nature. And it gives me hope and makes me feel with gratitude. So I'm glad that I came out of the bed. I'm actually grateful that I pushed myself to look and change my perspective to today because for some of you, this is the problem that you're going through on a daily basis. You are stuck in low the bar, below the bar of so many things happening, and I am not belittling what's happening in your life because they're real. Challenges are real and they're real to you because you are the person going through it. All I'm asking you, just like how I change my perspective to life and look at things on the other side, could that also be something that you might want to do to just look at the situation from a different angle and just see how maybe, maybe if you could do some few tweaks, how things might be different, maybe. Have you ever thought about that? That sometimes, if you look at things in a different way, life might all of a sudden change for the better. You know, I am so grateful and feel privileged that in this dying age that we live in, even with the midst of all that life brings to us. And by the way, talking about life, have you remember, let me just digress, do you remember when you were growing up insulated by the love of your parents? For some of us who were brought up with parents, and for some of us who didn't have the luxury, who didn't have the privilege of having parents in our lives. I hope that you were brought up around somebody or people who cared for you. And for some of us who never had that option of having loving family around us, could you just imagine how tough that might have been for them? But nonetheless, when we grow up, when we're growing up, we have all these ambitions and all these things that we want to do for ourselves. And as we grow, life takes its toll on us. Challenges comes one at a time. That's just what life is. This is life. I find it very funny that our parents never told us how challenging or how interesting this life will be, and then we are into this world. All of a sudden we are rushing to be older. Oh, I want to grow up, I want to grow up. And now you're grown up. Well done, congratulations, you're grown up. And now you have to begin to deal with every single thing that comes with grown-ups. And now, for the first time, for some of you, you have to begin to deal with decisions. And you would not know that decision is a challenge until you're faced with one that you have to make within a quick time period. And you would see how a lot of us struggle with indecision. Some of us just take long to make decisions. And that's nothing to do with you, but it just shows that we were not the one making the decisions in the first place. And so, fast forward to now that you're here. Now that you are grown up, now that you are seeing lives, you come across so many things: good friendships, good relationships, bad friendships, bad relationships, and some of us really toxic homes that we came up from in life. But this is life. It is all those events that happen in our lives that are the building blocks to define our character, to define who we are, to define our behaviors. I hope as they're defining who we are, we should take the good part of that and leave the not so good part away. Just like how I said I didn't want to get up from bed. You would have those days where it seems like it doesn't rain, but it pours. Everything keep coming one after the other. You keep feeling like, oh my goodness, what's going on? I want you to know something, that it is all well and good when things are going good for you. Nobody really knows you when things are going good. The real you, the true you, comes out when things are not going as planned. And when every challenges keeps coming at you all at once and your plan is not going as you planned it, what do you do? Because that's when the true character shows up. That's when we you introduce yourself to us, because that will ultimately break you or make you. So what is it for you? Because every challenges that comes, it comes with its own lessons. The question is, are you learning the lessons from each challenges as they come, or have you just succumbed to the push and pull of life and you've just given up and failed to learn the lessons that those challenges brings along its way? What is it? I'm just asking. And the funny thing is, I'm not asking because I know the answer. I don't know the answer, because life, we do life on a DIY basis, do it yourself. There is no prescribed manual that is centralized for everyone. There is no universal manual that says, if you read this manual of life, your life is going to turn out XYZ. No, because a huge part of our life is the decisions that we make, is the actions that we take, is the way we behave to people and how we behave ourselves, and above all, it's the thinking process that we have in this mechanism called our brains. So we can be in an ideal position where everything should work. But if this is filled with negative thoughts, if this is filled with thoughts that we cannot move forward, or if our mindset is in a place where you always put yourself down and you always condemn yourself, no wonder, even with the best mentor, even with the best people around you, you will still feel stuck. How do you behave when things doesn't go as planned, or when you have no plan for the unplanned event in your life? What are your relationships like? I mean, do you have one or two people that you know, if something could happen to you right now, they're only a phone call away? I'm just asking, because these are things that we need, my friends. And I am big on close friends, and I'm big on relationship, and I'm big on friendship, because I believe post the pandemic, the percentage of loneliness has shoot up. Statistics have proven that it shoot up over 10 to 12% of loneliness worldwide, globally. I know that loneliness is there. People are lonely. But I equally know that we were not dropped from the sky. Some of us have parents, some of us have siblings, some of us have cousins, some of us have close friends that have become like a brother or sister to us. How is your friend or how is your close friend doing? Are you the person who still maintain those close relationships, or are you one that just don't care? I get it. For some of us, we might not be in close or in good terms with our parents, our siblings, our cousins, or even our best friends because of something that they may have done or because of clashes that have happened, and we vow to move our own separate ways. And for some of us, it is ideal to do so, because I don't know your situation, I don't know. But no matter what it is, or no matter what they have done, I'm just asking you for one thing. I urge you to consider forgiveness. I urge you to consider forgiveness, because unforgiveness is like you taking poison and expecting the person that does you wrong to die, but actually you are killing yourself slowly. And you're taking that unforgiveness when they have moved on, but you're still holding on to what they've done to you. You're holding on to the hurt that they have hurt you. I am not belittling the hurt that they've hurt you. Maybe it is best for you to stay apart. I agree. But I urge you to consider forgiveness. And hey, I'm just saying this because maybe what they've done to you, if it's done to me, I would struggle with the thought of forgiveness. But we have to, because unforgiveness is eating you inside. Unforgiveness is killing you slowly and is bringing all manner of sicknesses because of that unforgiveness that is grappled on the inside of us. So that's the reason why we need to forgive. We're not forgiving just because of them. We're not forgiving just because of what they did or they have said sorry. We're not forgiving just because of what they did is not wrong. We're forgiving also for our own selves, because we want to look after ourselves. And unforgiveness will bring all manner of sicknesses. Research have shown that. And that's the reason why I'm asking you, would you consider forgiving them? Would you take another step forward to start and mend those broken bridges? Because we all do need each other, guys. No man can walk alone, because no man is on an island here. I said it before, this is a lonely, lonely, lonely life and lonely place to be. And for you to run this life, for you to navigate life without people around you that you can fall back on or that you can lean on, it's doable. People have done it, but it's super, super challenging. And what better still if you have a support network that will be there for you. When we're growing up, I don't believe our parents taught us what we should expect as we grow up. But as we're growing up, we're learning life lessons and skills to manage ourselves better so that we become functional in life. But just let me go back to how I started this morning. Had I not changed my perspective to life, I probably would still be in bed by now. And so, for the person who have been swarmed with challenges upon challenges, all I can say to you that hold on. Don't give up, because there's a saying that winners never quit and quitters never win. Don't give up hope. Let not your hope cast off restraint. Keep it intact, because I believe that you and I, as we walk through this journey of life, you and I are just one introduction away from a breakthrough, one connections away from an open door, just one opportunity away from a life-changing career. So hold on. Don't allow life to treat you, but you be the treat to life. Life is beautiful, and there is so much to live for. Would you consider embracing gratitude today? Because that's one thing that gives me that surge of energy when I think of the hope that I have and how grateful I am for being alive today, whilst other people who I'm not better than are in the hospital. I'm filled with so much gratitude to say, you know what? I am blessed. Even though I might not be where I want to be, I am still filled with gratitude, immense gratitude, because I still have the opportunity to go outside and catch the fresh air and breathe and walk around nature and think of the possibilities. Because, my friend, once there is life, there is hope. Take that today. Once you and I have life, we have hope. And so, as I leave you with this, keep learning, keep believing, keep hoping, and keep winning. Stay blessed, my friends. And do not forget to like, share this video, and subscribe to this channel. Later.